I have just made it to Fairbanks, our absolute favorite winter destination here in Alaska. Even though we're only here for the weekend, we have so much to show you guys. And although our initial plan was to show you the adorable Airbnb we rented, it's 3 p.m. and it's already starting to get dark. So we're heading to our first stop instead.
And I know you couldn't tell by Deborah, but it's like negative 21 degrees out right now, so it's pretty cold.
The first stop on our trip to Fairbanks, of course, had to be the Chena Hot Springs. As the only easily accessible hot springs in Alaska, this place has to be on your list for when you visit Fairbanks in the winter. Just be prepared for lots of steam and lots of people. My best tip is to go during the day, where you'll be able to see much farther and there hopefully won't be as many people bumping into you while you try to relax. And right next door, you can find the Chena Resort Ice Museum. This was our first ever visit to an ice museum, and even though we were packed in like sardines, and quite a few of the ice sculptures were broken or missing some arms, the apple martinis definitely helped make up for it. We made it into the ice museum, and one of the top things to do here is to get an apple martini. So we're gonna try it out.
Oh, this is for you guys.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Got my
And
apple
right,
martini.
the closest thing that I have
Very
to.
excited to try this time.
So,
Cheers.
Cheers.
now,
So hard to drink out of.
Some more.
Good.
20 years.
Very strong. It is welcome to our ice museum. So you may or may not be able to stay in these. The tour guide told us that, but we're not entirely sure if she was kidding or not. If she wasn't kidding, I definitely think I know what we're doing next time in Fairbanks. Do you think this is where you sleep? Would you sleep in here with me?
It's cold. So when you're done drinking the apple martini, you can go outside and smash them and make a wish. And your wish is supposed to come true if it smashes into pieces.
Tyler has never been more excited.
No.
Thank you. Thank you.
Do you know your wish?
Yep.
Did it smash?
Wow.
Shattered!
Yep.
Yes! Before heading to our Airbnb, we've decided to make a stop at the most popular pizza place in, I think, all of Alaska. Welcome to the Hungry Robot. We decided to get the Okie Dokie Artichoke.
That's Deborah's.
And Not So Truffle, we think, is the name of this one.
Good.
So good. And you guys know Tyler will like his regardless. It is super early, but Tyler and I booked a tour for this morning. The only caveat is that it's super early, it's the only time they had left, and they only had one spot left. I think they're excited we're here. Ready?
You ready?
It's gonna be so cold. It's like negative 15 or something. So many dogs.
So many.
My eyelashes are freezing.
Oh, they're already frozen.
He's my buddy.
Who's your buddy? He's trying to pickpocket you.
He is trying to pick. That's my mitten. Don't bite my mittens.
Oh, darn it. He's stealing your food.
Food.
Does he always just sit up there?
Yeah, we love to talk to this house. So this first sled is what we're driving as your guide. We're gonna have one of you riding as our passenger. We want you to do is stand with one foot on each runner of this sled, trying to pull
No,
I'd rather sit downhill. Followed by the little hole.
They go nuts.
Big Ed has done a million. And spin this to where this is on his chest.
And while the negative 20-degree temps were starting to kick in, our ride was almost ready. Now, to be honest, I really don't want to make Tyler too jealous that he missed out, but this ride was one of the most beautiful and peaceful sled rides that I've ever been on. It truly felt like I had been transported to a winter wonderland. That is, until I couldn't feel my toes or face anymore. The best part was that against my initial fears, I even ended up standing up on the back of the sled, and it was so worth it. And don't worry, Tyler was still having a blast back at camp.
Hi, Betty. Hi, Betty. Hi, Betty. Betty's. You're a little frozen.
It's so cold! It's hands down the coldest I've ever been. After warming up inside, I am feeling much better. Plus, they had some apple cider, so In my books, I call that a win. Decided to make a very quick stop here at Alaska Coffee Roasters. It comes highly recommended from you guys, so we're gonna check it out. They had some homemade potato corn chowder, and I could not resist. Oh, stop. The perfect snack after being outside all morning. And because one bowl of soup is clearly not enough for the two of us, we decided to come to the Blue Room Bistro. I got the Chipotle chicken, Tyler got the BLT, and we are ready to chow down. Really good. So flavorful. The chicken is so juicy. So good. Our final stop for the day is going to be going on a walk with some reindeer.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. I'm not ready to be cold again though. We stopped at the gas station, got some hand warmers and some toe warmers, so hopefully this one will be a little bit better.
So these are the three brothers you guys are gonna meet.
This is Toby. He also loves getting his picture taken, so he'll be one of our picture models.
Running behind her with the VL. That's Trisha. And that's George, you guys.
I just went over all the safety instructions, like don't ever touch the antlers, and we met all the reindeer. Now we're heading on our walk.
With the reindeer.
With the reindeer. Very excited for this.
One already pooped. That one I can't pet. This one I can pet.
An animal go running on the ice, just slipping and whatnot. Bambi, I think, does that in the movie. Can you see what his back looks like?
I missed my chance.
Too soon.
This is officially the coolest thing we've ever done in the winter. I don't know which one this is, but we've been learning all about the reindeer, and apparently the scene in Frozen 2 is actually based on like real life, where they'll run in a circle when there's a predator. I don't want to pet him.
Pet that one.
I just wanted a hug. I'm petting him. Which one is this one?
That is Heather.
Oh.
She's one of our sweetest spirits ever.
Oh. This one is Heather. Hi, Heather. Oh, this is still Heather.
You found Heather again.
Yeah, I followed Heather.
Followed her down.
Which is the one behind you?
That's George.
George?
Yeah,
George?
the
George?
pink halter there, and then Joyce, yeah.
George,
George.
Joyce, and Heather. Heather's very hungry. This is the coolest experience ever.
Ever.
So much fun. You get to just walk around with the reindeer in the woods. It's cold, but it's worth it.
Oh yeah.
He's my friend, but he runs away from me.
You want to pet him so bad, don't you?
Say bye.
We have to say goodbye to the reindeer.
Bye, reindeer.
Our time with them is almost over, but I heard they have some cookies inside, so kind of happy about that.
It's a reindeer, Jim. Look at he's running after you, Deborah. Watch out. Oh, he's coming again. See you later.
Tree, right? You love a tree?
Yep.
I got our hot chocolate.
Yanni left.
Our cookies.
So
Gotta make sure I don't bump into anyone. So apparently these awesome cookies that we got are actually pretty famous because Jane, the owner, founder of this whole reindeer ranch, running reindeer ranch, started off by selling her cookie dough to make enough money to buy the first 2 reindeer that were ever here. So they're supposed to be really good. Overall, that was an incredible tour. If you have time for one thing in Fairbanks, this is for sure what you're going to want to do. And since it is still daylight and we never showed you our Airbnb yet, we're going to go give you a quick tour. We have luckily made it just in time before it gets too dark to show you around our adorable little Airbnb that we found for the weekend. It's literally 3 p.m. and it's already getting dark. This is our cabin. It's actually one of the cheaper options that we found, and compared to other cabins out in the middle of the woods, this one has running water, which is a huge plus. Plus, there's a bathroom inside, so we don't have to run out to an outhouse every time we have to go. Welcome to our adorable little cabin here in Fairbanks. Starting off, we have this huge bookshelf. It has all sorts of different books. It has a few games, and they have a little market here of things that they actually, I believe, make themselves. So there's like cranberry jam and little cutting boards and their black spruce tip salt that you can purchase. Oh, it's good. Actually, this tastes so good. We've got this gigantic bed here, which is actually very comfortable. We did bring in a few of our own blankets just to stay extra toasty, but overall it's been really nice and cozy. We've got some pictures of Mount McKinley, which I think is Denali.
You're right.
I'm smart. We've got our bathroom here. It's got a very Nordic style, which is very cozy. Lots of cute little touches in there, and then of course our very nice and cozy, and probably my favorite part of the cabin, the fireplace. Electric fireplace. It does its job pretty well, and it's really nice to stand in front of. And last of all, that brings us to the kitchen. So we've got a nice little kitchenette to use for the weekend. We have some burners. They got all the supplies that we need. And the host was nice enough to leave some of her farm fresh eggs and milk and granola that she made. So we've really been loving our stay this weekend.
Oh, what's up?
It's so slippery. Last stop today is dinner, of course. We actually had a really hard time trying to find a place that had enough like space for us to go eat there. So we ended up coming to La Belle.
Yeah.
La Belle Bistro. It's supposed to be really good. It's inside the Spring Hill Suites downtown. So we're gonna go check it out.
They had good reviews, so let's cross our fingers.
We ended up getting the beet salad and the halibut fish and chips. Plus, we already devoured the crab and artichoke, which was amazing. I don't know what this is. It's so fancy. I have this weird obsession with beets. They're like one of my favorite foods.
Beet salad?
So good. The beets are so good.
So good. I already had a bite before that, so I know.
And even though we tried our best to see the northern lights, we really just weren't lucky enough. Which means that our time in Fairbanks is officially over. We'll of course be back at some point, and we hope that helped you at least figure out some activities to add to your itinerary for a winter visit to Fairbanks. Make sure to subscribe, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye!